Here are some projects that got left behind. I don't even think I have video footage of any of these, but they're still nice little projects that I've had over here. They just been drying. I just left them behind, and now I would like to finish these. I have a ton of sanding to do. This one's gonna have a door and a back on it. Little box on top. I think this is gonna turn out beautiful. Then I got this box here that I didn't even finish chainsaw carving. How did that go back? It's just kind of a round box. Needs a lot of sanding and shaping. I hadn't even cut the whole lid off yet because I need to do a cut here for hinges. I think I might go ahead and see if I can do that. See if we can cut a slot for some hinges on this thing. I gotta get one of these that are made for straight cuts. This is a flush cut saw, so it bends. They also have ones with the piece of metal on top that holds it straight for straight cuts like this. But this is, as long as you're slow and don't put a lot of pressure, it stays pretty straight. I kind of keep my finger on the side and guide it in the middle. Let's try this other side. Started my groove with that little one. There we go. A little more aggressive teeth on that side. Think that might be enough. There we go. Now I gotta finish cutting that piece off right there with the chainsaw. And we'll have our lid, and this will be ready to start sanding. All right, we got our spot here. I guess we're gonna put 2 or 3 hinges, whatever we could fit. I went over to the carving station, cut the roof fully off, cut a piece out here so you can get your fingers under there to lift up the lid. This is gonna be a creative little box. It's got feet on it, on a stand. It's gonna have a nice shape. It's gonna have a pretty knot right here where a branch was sticking out. That's gonna be a beautiful little knot. It's a creative little box there. And I carved out the inside a tad bit more while I was over there. So all we have to do is sand this, add hinges and a finish. I think I need to go ahead and cut an edge off for my hinges. So I need a flat edge going down here for my hinges to connect to. Hopefully it's wide enough. It looks like it is for hinges. So we're gonna add us a door. So this is ready to be sanded and finished. One thing I have to do is just cut a straight edge for hinges here. I'm just gonna use this. Or should I just go do it faster with the saw? I guess I'll just use this. I think I can get a nice cut in that. Let's see. Cut about that much off, so it's kind of wide. Pretty straight up and down. Whew, man. Oh yeah, we can fit some hinges on there. For sure. So we're gonna have us a door, some hinges there. Looks pretty good to me. And it'll open up. So this is ready for sanding. And then we'll assemble it all. It's also on some feet with a Black Widow under it. Nice. I already screwed that on. So I guess I've sanded some of that already. So yeah, we gotta finish this one. Get rid of this damn Black Widow. What the freaking heck? Golly. Literally a Black Widow, I think. That might actually not. Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be. It don't have no dot that I can see though. Get out of here, spider. We got some feet. This is gonna be a very cute little cabinet here. And box on top. So I'm glad I'm getting back to this. So this is ready for sanding. And some hinges and finish. This is done. Let me see. Here's another just creative type box. I've already cut this one for the hinges. Yeah, that's right. Just gotta sand it. Also on some feet, I just kind of cut some parts to decorate it and make it sort of match, and match these and match that. So lots of sanding on this one. And the crack cabin. Oh, let me see. Very nice cabin. I just need to drill the hole. On a stand. Just needs to be sanded super good. And I gotta drill the hole in it. I guess I could start drilling a hole. I think I will actually go ahead and do the hole before I start sanding the crap out of this thing. And I drilled this thing pretty deep. And I don't want to drill anymore. And plus I don't want this to be too much wider. Like, I don't want the hole so long. It's more like a pipe than a hole. So I'm gonna take it over there to the carving area and I'm gonna thin this out until I hit that hole. I know once I open up that hole, it's still like an inch thick So I know I have plenty of wood in there, so I'm just gonna go take the chainsaw, carve this out until I open up that hole. Maybe even carve the back out a little more. Open this hole up a little bigger. Oh yeah. That's gonna be cool. I think that's the way the wig goes, yeah. I'm also kind of wondering if I should put some hinges on the roof and turn this into a box. That would be pretty cool. I think I might do that. I think I'm gonna cut the roof. I got plenty of room right here to mount it. I think I'm gonna cut the roof, create a box with the crack cabin. Holy crap. I still got quite a ways to go. Oh, maybe I should have used a skill saw. Shit. Probably should have. I think that's what I used on the last one. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that is a very, very nice cut. I guess it was worth it. Ready for a sanding and some hinges. And I still have to chisel out my hinges or my hinge. I could just use one. We are wider, a whole lot wider. Got us a hole. Now, this thing is ready for a good sanding. And some hinges. Then we're gonna open up like that and have a super nice box. I think that's it. I think we're ready for a whole lot of sanding. I guess I'll start with this. This is one thing I hardly ever show in my videos. Is the fact that I spend more time holding this sander than any other tool. More than chainsaws, more than anything. This is the most time-consuming part of my projects out of everything. Also the most rewarding. I mean, this is very enjoyable. It takes a lot longer to sand these things than anything else. But I am sitting here with a sander shaping and just making these things so beautiful. Sanding it down, getting down into the grain, showing how just beautiful this wood can be. So it's very rewarding, well worth the time. And you're talking about time to think. Oh my goodness. I mean, if I could just tell you all the stuff running through my head right now, all the stuff I'm thinking about. Goodness. I'm guessing by now I've done spent an hour sanding this stuff already. It really does take a long time. I mean, you're just sitting there sanding so deep, trying to get most of the chainsaw marks out. Some of them I kind of try to leave because they are chainsaw carving art. But at the same time, you want most of it as smooth as possible, getting around all these corners, just shaping everything. And all you're thinking about the whole time is how pretty this thing's gonna be with a clear coat on it. Running this sander, boy. If I knew this was gonna happen, I'd have brought an umbrella. I got this thing pretty much all sanded. It looks very nice. I'm very excited about seeing a finish on this. And I sanded the roof. Got my piece here. Then the lid's gonna open like that. Very pretty hole. Or box, whatever you like to call it. Well, I was gonna continue sanding, but it started raining on me. So I think I'm gonna go under the shelter and see if I can chisel these out. The roof for the hinges. And I might go ahead and assemble this crack cabin. The crack cabin upon a hill is finished. Still a little tacky, so I'm waiting for it to dry a little more before I move it out of the way and continue a bunch of sanding. But this turned out amazing, in my opinion. The box is huge. It's a very nice size little box, but it's a very nice size. Or birdhouse. Still a little wet. I don't want to shut it all the way. A little tacky still. I gotta let this sit for at least another 30 minutes to an hour probably before I can move it. They've been spending all of their money on cracks, so they could only afford one hinge installation on their roof. Very nice. I spent the time to chisel out the hinge to make the crack smaller. That crack life, that is no gap there. Kind of looks like a gap, but there's no gap. Hinge that out all pretty like. Oh yeah. Feet looking nice. Gonna give this a little more time to dry. I'm gonna move it out of the way, and then we gotta move on.